After a breather, only took a second or two. I would say that nothing particularly enlightening is a part of this overall video, a moving picture. And of course, what we would love to have is a little coordination that we do have, but it seems to be up to your choosing. Usually we focus on the opposite sex. I would focus on the same. Me myself, being male, would prefer the latter. And yes, I know what that means. That means that to be instructed, you need to see yourself as you would like to be seen. And it's unquestionable what we fight against. I'll take a peek, looking to see what interests me, but there's a lot of work to be done. I don't think you're getting far being still, so you need training. That's what it comes down to, or at least exposure. And I wish I could give you a better still, a better footage. I know the camera moves a lot here, but we're working with what we have. So you might have noticed a period, a moment of tranquility. And why all that? You got to take the time out to further pause. Do I take this call? It is coming from my mother-in-law or godmother. You know what I'm saying? My father's fiance. So the case is, it's not necessarily, it is mother-in-law, but not in the traditional sense. Because at this point in my life, I'm supposed to been on my own, and that I am to a certain extent, degree, to a certain way, in a certain way, and we gotta fix that. Sorry about that. Seems like after a washing of our mouths, which we do daily, even sometimes more than once, we keep a handy dose of our ADA approved Listerine. Why is that? Is a wise decision without question. Keeps you from having a potty mouth. And will exercise this jawline. Yes. Why we exercise the jawline? Because we are supposed to be chatty or talk, as that's what a lot of things are based on. I'm trying to hide that upper spot. Looks like I might need a wig or something. I don't know how that's gonna work. Usually we avoid such scenarios. But I'm glad my mother-in-law, my father's fiance, has called to check in. And that means that she would like to tell me something. I would hope my reply is accepted. Usually it's not. Not that it's a problem or some kind of equilateral, you know, combustive quality between me and her solely. Her being whom was mentioned. But it's interesting who gets hurt. So I'm not complaining too much about it, but it does seem like there is a preference. I can't say it always comes with laughter, but I'm justified, so it's not much to worry about. And that too comes with a price. Now where you at? You heard a lot of like we're not hearing you. Kind of rhetoric, right? It'll be a good word to look into. But we're watching TV at this time. It looks like that's where our attention got diverted. At least we're not roughing people up or going cold callous, right? I don't know nothing about a stone, but I can't say I carry one with me. I do have, why would I say that all of a sudden? We gotta watch out, right? People don't carry stones anymore. But basically I do have a stone edition Tanakh. That means that you're well protected, your heart at least. So keep studying so you could be washed over with tides of goodness. And there goes a background that startles. So being that there's more than a few tracks of activity going on, we leave it at that, knowing that you ought to breathe and create a peephole, if you will. So who is acting abrupt? We would say that certain people have a response to stress, and that response is conveyed in different ways. So that doesn't mean you are stressed, but can't stress enough. You don't operate by yourself. So we have somebody coming in the picture here, somebody who did good in his office position and is still active until this day. So what we need is a clearer picture, and that's hard to get because everybody want to say something. So we'll take for value what is honest day's work. Very important. Nobody likes being set aside for long periods of time. But all I could say is that you need to watch yourself because the cookie does crumble. So I think oatmeal cookies are preferred over oatmeal, the real thing. Sometimes we need to dress it up. And we have more people here. How you love them. Maybe I could get attached to these people. And then at one point in my life, we will be no longer. But for now, I'll enjoy it. So I'll let bygones be bygones. That doesn't mean anybody was offended. But I guess if people give you something, they expect it back. So I don't know if that ever changes, but at least with interest, right? What would that be? Like if he wasn't prosperous minded. So, yeah, we're gonna try to dress this up a bit and do the best we could. For anything else will be defrauding, dare I say criminal. I had a nice jacket. I can't say who took after it, but I'm glad I had the luxuries and the good chance of having a support system that I actually can't disregard. So, with a few seconds, I already gave my bye in a previous video, which will not be outdone. Yeah, it's good to see time go by. It's not necessarily a bad habit. We do appreciate it. Try not to get caught up in it because you do want to make sure you're practicing to expect a good performance or dividends. So sorry about the hairline. Look at that side. That side looks horrible. How can I fix that, right? Boy, let's see that again. A little thin. Yeah, rough around the edges, right? Well, I'm more or less happy, but I appreciate what people could offer, and they do offer. So I do take and try to, cultivates on good ground, which is almost questionable. Like, where do you find it? But you need to believe sometimes and have faith that we're affirmed in the way that is good. So, with that, we will stay not in our PJs, but at least I found a new set of PJs because people could go by your appearance, even as far as to say the colors you wear. So we'll get a good night's rest, knowing that if we ever don't wake up from our night's rest, we could at least be found, um, you know, not besides ourselves. Yes. No one really to kiss, so I can express myself as I would wish. But, I think it's this way. I think it's worse with the screen I have. But, maybe there's something I don't see. Alright? So, we would hope for the best and laugh, not at ourselves, but at all the celebrative success we have attained. And again, may your prefix and suffix be concrete so we could continue pursuing better ways of existential, not extensive, but existential meaning, which again is user defined. Yes.